Welcome to part 5 of our streaming DragonAge playthrough. Hopefully this episode we can save the Arl of Redcliffe and possibly either the Dalish or the Dwarves. That's my goal. So, hello Serana. Someone's excited. Tell the others to get their butts in here. They always want me to stream, and then I stream, and they're nowhere to be found. Alright, let's get going.
We could all be figments of someone else.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry. The collective is a self-policing guild of mages who simply want to be left alone. We mean no offense to the Chantry, but we would rather live on our own terms. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet. Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Just players in a play? Exactly. You, I, everything. All a dream. But whose dream? And for whose amusement? Some being of...
Give me just a second, let me check something. Well, Serana, it looks like it'll just be me and you and Moonlight if she comes in for a while because Mallow's playing DVD, and probably by the time she gets done with DVD, she'll be too tired to do anything, so...
Welcome back to the Spoiled Princess. How may I serve you today? Brother Jin... No, of course not. I've never heard of him.
Thank you for that.
I know everyone staying at my inn, and I've not heard of this person. Nonsense. Why would I lie to you? Listen, the person you're looking for isn't here. You should be on your way as soon as possible. They're watching me. I can't speak openly. Don't look around and keep your voice down. They're looking for anyone asking for this Brother Genetivi. They told me to act like nothing's wrong and just deny ever having seen the brother or the knights.
Yeah, but she... Yeah. She could, but... That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I don't know. You should be on your guard and leave quickly. I don't know what happened to the knights, but I doubt it was anything good. Goodbye, and make her turn his gaze on you.
Enemies approaching! As you say. Very well. I shall do it.
Crush me and you shall pay!
Very well.
Fools!
It shall be done.
Of all the blasted... If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
Very well. It is begun.
Alright, I think we go back to Denerim, don't we? Yep. Do-do-do-do-do. So you're playing Dead by Daylight with friends and have Sims in the background. Alright, let's go see what Genetivi's hiding from us.
You're back? I am blessed beyond all men. I have been chosen to serve Andraste herself. My brothers died in the service of Andraste.
Don't worry about it.
May
Serrano.
she draw their souls
We're
to
just gonna
her
enjoy the game.
and cast yours into oblivion. For Andraste!
Oh, great. No wonder this was lunch.
Right then!
Come, let us end this!
Just terrible.
However, with the questioning, the man who called us a Wayland became a defensive and attacked. Is there anything in his home? It's dragon cults. What's the body of the real Wayland? In the mountains to the west. So we have to go to Haven. Alright. Well, let's go. So we gotta make our way all the way to the village of Haven. I think what we'll do is after we complete the Arl of Redcliffe, before we either go to the Dalish or the Dwarves, I'm going to do some of the DLC content, like to get the Stone Golem Companion, and some of the others, just so they're done. So that's what we'll do.
What are you doing in Haven? There's nothing for you here. No, you do not. I would have been informed if someone was expecting a visitor. The urn is nothing but a legend. I do not know who Brother Genetivi is or what he says. However, I'm sure people can convince themselves of anything. We do not appreciate lowlanders looking about our home as though it was some sort of zoo. Who? Perhaps revered Father Eirik will know of whom you speak. Unfortunately, he's ministering to the villagers at the moment and cannot be disturbed.
A revered father, huh? That's new. I wonder what this means.
It's always been thus in Haven. We do not question tradition. You may trade for supplies at the shop if you wish. Then I suggest you and your companions leave.
Did it just get a lot colder, or is it just me?
They are hiding something. 'Tis obvious, is it not?
I've never heard of any village out this way. Is this place even on a proper map?
Yeah, it looks a lot different in this game, doesn't it?
We are blessed beyond measure. We are chosen by the holy and beloved to be her guardians. This sacred duty is given to us alone. Rejoice, my brethren, and prepare your hearts to receive her. Lift up your voices and despair not, for she will raise her faithful servants to glory when her... I understand that you are new here, but common courtesy dictates that one shouldn't interrupt. No matter. We were just about done here anyway.
But, Your Reverence, we have not completed the sacraments of the Holy Mother or sung the invocation.
Be calm, Nodda. We have an honored guest. Surely the sacraments can wait. That is all for today, my children. I shall see you tomorrow. For now, I should see to our visitor.
Let's try that again without having my headset come out of the controller.
You've come all this way chasing a myth. You will not find it in Haven. We are but simple people who enjoy the pleasures of hearth and home. We find outsiders disruptive. They bring others, and before long, Haven is changed. We will go to any lengths to prevent that. You understand a man's need to protect his family, don't you? Brothers, you know what must be done.
Oh, great. No wonder to stop for lunch.
Now we do battle!
I shall do it.
Die!
It is begun. Very well. As you say, it shall be done. I shall do it.
This part takes forever!
You will learn to fear me.
Who are you? They've sent you to finish it. You're not one of them, thank the Maker. So it seems. They take great pains to keep it well hidden. The leg's not doing so well, and I can't feel my foot. Thank you. That feels much better. I don't have time to rest now. I'm so close. The urn is just up that mountain. The Arl is sick. Will he live? Politics never did anyone any good. The Arl is a noble soul. But the ashes will surely cure him. Haven lies in the shadow of the mountain that holds the urn. There is an old temple there built to protect it. The door is always locked, but I know what the key is. Iric wears a medallion that opens the temple door. I've seen what he does with it. Yes, that is your key. Take me to the mountainside and I will show you. Ah, good. Help me up here. I'll try not to slow us down. Here we are. Give me the medallion, and let's see if I remember. Yes, you see, it can be manipulated, just like this. And there, a key to open the way. Now, where does this go? Oh, what I would give to have seen this hall in all its splendor, as it was meant to be. Still, sweep away the ice and the snow, and traces of beauty remain. I'm sorry, what? I was a little distracted, I apologize. These carvings were created just after Andraste's death, and they may reveal things about her life that we do not yet know. I think I need more time to study these statues and carvings. I could not keep up with you with my injuries. I should be safe. I don't think there are any villagers here. Go. I will be all right. Perhaps my destiny was only to lead you to the urn. It was designed to protect the urn from those who would steal it or do harm to it, namely the Tevinter Imperium. I'm not sure. The legends were never very specific on that point. Only the faithful shall lay eyes on the sacred ashes. Death and misfortune await the unbeliever. The Maker's gaze has fallen on Andraste's final resting place. He weeps for his beloved, and his wrath at her betrayers endures. That is what the legend says. and the Maker may indeed watch this place. Read between the lines, however, and you'll understand that it is merely a simple truth draped in hyperbole and metaphor. After all, no one wants to hear Willie toiled for many a year to perfect the curious mechanisms that would send a sharpened spike up the arse of the unwary intruder. I think my decision to stay here was the best one, don't you? I'll be right here if you need me. Now I need something to write on.
Maker's breath. Look at it all.
As you say. I shall do it. It is begun.
This. Let's go over this way. Nothing there.
Old books. You think any of those might still be readable?
No, I cannot.
Hello, moonlight.
It shall be done.
Begin the onslaught! Ha-ha!
Let us end this! I shall do it. I will not fail! It shall be done. Very well.
Delightful!
Now we do battle! Very well. We must gain the advantage!
Tear them apart!
Just die already!
I shall do it.
Wipe them out! Be wary.
Whoa!
It is begun.
Too easy!
Quickly, we must fight!
I am your death! 'Tis your time to die!
As you say.
Blast!
I shall do it. Best be wary! Very well.
Wipe them out! Back!
As you say. I shall do it.
Cross me and you shall pay!
All right, let's go!
Very well. Shall be done. It is begun.
We are victorious again.
Yes.
No. Oh, I hate having that spell so much.
Think again.
Never got that damn spell.
Miss!
It is begun.
I am done with that one.
And that too!
I shall do it. As you say. Shall be done.
Attack!
Shall be done.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly! All right, that's it.
What do you...
This
What's with the
part takes
question mark,
forever.
Serana?
As you say.
Run while you can.
The spell
Very
wisp
well.
one that I got at the very beginning, because every time I switch, like, to Alistair or somebody
work
to
well
prepare
together.
them or give them something, he always activates that damn spell. And I have to go in and undo it. Let's see. I wonder if this key that I got is for this door down here. I wonder.
We are not alone. Really not alone.
As you say.
For the fool's sake! Best be wary!
Very well. Don't give them the advantage! It has begun.
Okay, so we got a blood mage here. Somebody's using blood magic, and I don't like it.
You cannot win!
I shall do it.
Okay, no, we're done with this.
As you say.
Stupid blood mages.
Ow! My bruises are all bruised now. Do this, do that. Yes.
Alistair, the reason I keep him is just, he's just sarcastic and funny the entire time.
The task is finished.
Ah, I knew it opened this door. That's the main hall key. And 2 chests that I can't even open. Yay! Oh well. Don't worry, Dragon Age 2, we are going to be a rogue, so we'll be able to unlock all these things. Yeah, like when he faints and then we beat everybody, he comes up, he's like, did we do it? Yay, we won! Okay, I'm going to save real quick because I'm going to try giving Morrigan something, and we're going to see if it increases her disposition with us or not. If it don't, then yeah.
Interesting.
It only gave us +2, but hey. And we'll give Alistair's mother's pendant.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it? Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that? Maybe he did. He might even have brought it with him one of those times he came to see me at the monastery. Not that I would have given him a chance, as belligerent as I was to him. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things. I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Okay, so Alistair got +11 and Morrigan got +2. So, not as much as I'd like, but hey, any plus disposition with Morrigan is a win in my book, in all honesty. Okay.
Finished. It shall be done.
Oh my god, seriously?
Very well. I shall do it. It shall be done. As you said. Very well.
Yeah, Morgan is, yeah. Morgan's a tough cookie. There's not enough on here, is there? No. Okay. The holy praise, yeah. Oh. We set it up higher.
It is begun.
Quickly, we must fight!
Too easy!
Of all the blasted...
I shall do it. Very
You
well.
will learn to fear me!
Wow. Wow.
He's like, oh my god, wow, we did. That dumb bitch stepped in a trap.
Do not let them overwhelm us!
No!
I shall do it.
Missed!
Very well. You say. Shall be done. It is begun. Shall be done.
So,
Oh my god, seriously? We all died. Oh, that's great.
All right. Who ordered death?
The actual crap. Give me a chance. Jesus Christ.
There is no glory in bloodshed!
It shall be done. I shall do it.
Jeez, now Alistair's gotta use...
Right.
Oregon's gotta use one.
surely there are better uses for our time.
Get that.
Yes.
I swear to God. Yeah, Alistair's... Yeah. Ugh. Oh, sorry.
We must not exhaust our supply. Ha! It is a fine thing we've done. We must gain the advantage.
my god, get out of the way so I can attack the dang mage.
It is begun.
Get off!
Yeah, Mallow decided to abandon us to play Dead by Daylight. And Sims.
Very well.
Nope, we're not. Oh, he froze me before I could freeze him. Bitch. Oh, where'd you come from?
Come, let us end this! Enemies approaching!
I am your death! Oh, this should be good.
It shall be done.
If we must fight, let us do it quickly!
Run while you can.
Alright, that's it!
That's Archon Hysarian, the man whose they burned to death, and then took mercy on her at the last second.
Very well.
Oh, this should be good.
Shall be done. As you say.
I will not fail!
Another battle, I see.
Down you go!
Oh, he done cut his head off.
Most excellent!
It is begun. As you say.
Of all the plastic!
It is begun.
You cannot win!
As you say.
I will not fail!
Very well. As you say.
I must maintain!
That went well. Is this the part where we get eaten?
Oh my god, Alistair.
It shall be done. Very well.
the Grey Wardens!
Tear them apart! It's your time to die!
Dragon Lane, what?
Enemies approaching!
Oh, he froze me before I could freeze him. Little bitch.
Most excellent! I shall do it. As you say. Get off! Enemies approaching! It shall be done.
Oh yeah, they're Dragon Lanes.
Now we get our hands dirty. Delightful!
Yeah, they're Dragon Lanes.
Shall be done. Shall be done. It is begun. You say.
Run while you can!
Shall be done.
How's the volume, by the way?
Very well.
Is it too loud still,
That's a
or?
lot of blood.
That I do not know. That's what I thought. All right, let's do that. We're gonna knock this stuff down to half. I swear, every gameplay, I think I got that. So I apologize to the people on YouTube watching this in the future. This is at half for those two, so let's see what that does.
It's incredible!
You will learn to fear me!
As you say.
Here! It's your time to die!
Very well.
Okay,
As
so
you
how is
say.
it now during combat?
Now we do battle! Shall be done. I shall do it. Down you go!
Is it better or is it still loud?
Very well.
Okay, I was about to say, because if we start going any lower, it's going to be non-existent.
I shall do it. Shall be done. Very well. I shall do it.
Hey, watch it!
Be wary.
Shall be done. For the fools they! No quarter shall be given! As you say. Get off! Now you fall!
Alistair, I need you to do me a favor and, like, stop dying, please. If you could do that, that'd be greatly appreciated.
That's a dragon.
It is begun.
Tis your time to die!
No quarter shall be given! More the fool thing!
Well, I'm trying to get his strength up so that he could wear the blood dragon armor, but I have to sacrifice that, and I keep putting him in Constitution to give him more health. But like... Ugh. But I can't put him in the blood dragon armor, which is really, really good, until I have him at the strength of 38, which is a couple more levels.
We must not exhaust our supplies. Very well.
Wow, the trap triggered when they busted me into it? That's stupid.
I am sorry.
Okay, we're done with this. I hate these cultist mages.
Now we do battle! Don't give them the advantage! It is begun.
But you
I
didn't
shall
die.
do it. As you say. Very well.
Tear them apart!
Oh, she coming. You're trying. You're trying. It's okay.
Very well. Careful! It is begun. As you say.
Oh no, you don't!
Stop! You will go no further! The righteous do not fear death. You have defiled our temple. You have spilled the blood of the faithful and slaughtered our young. No more! You will tell me now, intruder, why you have done all this. Why have you come here? You did this all for an ancient relic. Know this, stranger. The prophet Andraste has overcome death itself, and has returned to her faithful in a form more radiant than you can imagine. Not even the Tevinter Imperium could hope to slay her now. What hope do you have? You know nothing! Andraste revealed herself to us! We are her chosen! To arms, my brethren!
Oh my God, quit
Andraste will
yelling.
grant us victory!
Enemies
Would seem we are
approaching!
not alone.
Oh, and of course Morgan and Alistair level right as we do this battle. So now I have to wait till we're done.
I must maintain!
I am your death!
It is begun.
You cannot win!
And all of them are dead.
Very
Wow,
well.
okay.
They need help! It is begun. I shall do it.
I shall do it.
Heal me, please!
Oh my god! It would have been nice if I could have leveled them before this happened. But no, they didn't level until after the conversation. Because, see, can't level them right now.
Stop! You have defied... No more!
Blah,
you will
blah,
tell me
blah.
now, intruder, why you did this. Not even the Tevinter Impi... None but the disciples may approach Andraste. She is not ready yet. But when the time is right, she will descend upon the nations in fiery splendor. But perhaps there is a way to make up for your recent transgressions. It may be because I believe in second chances. All of us stumble through the darkness before being found and shown the light. Perhaps, through Andraste's mercy, her greatest enemy will become her greatest champion. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Father Colgrim. I lead the disciples of Andraste. Atop this mountain lie the remains of the mortal Andraste. The urn is watched by an immortal guardian. He is trapped in the past and refuses to accept the risen Andraste. Now the ashes prevent holy Andraste from fully realizing her new form. They are a remnant of her past incarnation, and she cannot move on as long as they exist. To arms, my brethren!
Oh my god, quit yelling!
It shall be done.
Delightful! No quarter shall be given!
I am hurt.
No shit, Morgan, so am I.
I am sorry.
You get the hell away from me.
I am hurt. Now we get our hands dirty.
It is begun.
Now you fall!
It shall be done. Very well.
Get away from me. I love how I'm not even close to him and that hit me.
Heal me, please!
Oh my god.
I shall do it. I shall do it.
Die, outsider! No!
It is begun. I shall do it.
Edges.
What? Yep. The waiting
You
around
have-
part is awesome.
Indeed.
Jesus. I may need to switch out the dog for someone like Stein or something. I don't know. Dexterity. I cannot believe I did not have that back on all the way. I don't know. What is dexterity at? 17. Ooh, I could actually do that. And I could actually get his shield up. Maybe that'll help. Yeah. Because if I do that... maybe shield tactics and mastery might help him. Ooh, look at that! Our disposition with Morrigan is way up there. Apparently so. It's down here. Oh, so this is the other side. Okay, so apparently now that's open. Okay, so this is a shortcut. It's good to know. You're gonna abandon us too, Moonlight? How dare you? How dare you need to eat? Ooh. Stay asleep, dragon.
I bid you welcome, pilgrim. You have come to honor Andraste, and you shall, if you prove yourself worthy. Still, you must prove yourself worthy. It is not my place to decide your worthiness. The gauntlet does that. If you are found worthy, you will see the urn and be allowed to take a small pinch of the ashes for yourself. If not... Before you go, there is something I must ask. I see that the path that led you here was not easy. There is suffering in your past. Your suffering, and the suffering of others. You betrayed Jowan to Irving. He was almost killed, and he lost the one thing that mattered. Lily. Jowan trusted you. Tell me, do you think you failed Jowan? Then you do not dwell on past mistakes, neither yours nor someone else's.
It's easy for others to judge what you've done in hindsight, but it doesn't make it any better.
One wonders what this Guardian's purpose is. Be wary of his traps.
And what of those that follow you? Alistair, Knight, and Warden. You wonder if things would have been different if you were with Duncan on the battlefield. You could have shielded him from the killing blow. You wonder, don't you, if you should have died and not him?
Yes. If Duncan had been saved and not me, everything would be better. If I just had the chance, maybe I...
And you, Morrigan, Flemeth's daughter, what?
Begone, spirit. I will not play your games.
I will respect your wishes. The way is open. Good luck, and may you find what you seek.
I do not feel bad about what I did to Jowan. He brought that upon himself. Had to adjust the mic.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
All right, guys, I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna need your help. We're gonna figure this out.
A poison of the soul, passion's cruel counterpart. From love she grows, till love lies slain. Of what do I speak?
I want to say jealousy. If it's talking about the counterpart to passion. What do y'all think? You thinking it's jealousy? That's what I thought too. Alright, we're gonna try it.
Yes, jealousy drove me to betrayal. I was the greatest general of the Alamari, but beside her I was nothing. Hundreds fell before her on bended knee. They loved her, as did the Maker. I loved her too. But what man can compare with a god?
Okay, if we get these wrong, we have to fight them, so let's try not to get them wrong.
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Say that again?
She wields the broken sword and separates true kings from tyrants. Of what do I speak?
Separates true kings from tyrants. I want to say mercy. Is that what you guys thinking? Mercy? Alright. We're gonna try.
Yes, I could not bear the sight of Andraste's suffering, and mercy bade me end her life. I am the penitent sinner, who shows compassion as he hopes compassion will be shown to him.
Woo! Alright, let's go this one.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword, comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
Do we need to hear that again? I think we need to hear that again.
No man has seen it, but all men know it. Lighter than air, sharper than any sword, comes from nothing, but will fell the strongest armies. Of what do I speak?
But hunger doesn't come from nothing, does it? But the rest don't really make sense, so... Alright, I'm gonna trust you, Serana. Because last two you've gotten right.
Yes, hunger was the weapon used against the wicked men of the Tiventa Imperium. The Maker kindled the sun's flame, scorching the land. Their crops failed, and their armies could not march. Then he opened the heavens and bade the waters flow, and washed away their filth. I am Cather, disciple of Andraste and commander of her armies. I saw these things done and knew the Makers smiled on us.
Okay, let's go to this one.
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom. Of what do I speak?
One more time?
The bones of the world stretched towards the sky's embrace, veiled in white, like a bride greeting her groom.
I want to say mountains.
Of what do I speak?
I want to say mountains, don't... Yeah?
Yes.
Ah.
I carried Andraste's ashes out of Tevinter into the mountains to the east, where she could gaze ever into her Maker's sky. No more fitting a tomb than this could we find.
Okay, so, Serana, you've gotten 4 out of 4 right, so you have to get the rest of these right. And if you get one wrong, may God help you.
I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak? I'd neither a guest nor a trespasser be. In this place I belong, that belongs also to me. Of what do I speak?
I want to say home. So, we're going to say home, huh?
It was my dream for the people to have a home of their own, where we would have no masters but ourselves. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and thus we followed Andraste against the Imperium. But she was betrayed, and so were we.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
I want to say dreams. Let's hear it again. I'm thinking it's dreams, though.
Echoes from a shadow realm, whispers of things yet to come. Thought's strange sister dwells in night, is swept away by dawning light. Of what do I speak?
I'm gonna say dreams.
A dream came upon me as my daughter slumbered beneath my heart. It told of her life, and of her betrayal and death. I am sorrow and regret. I am a mother weeping bitter tears for a daughter she could not save.
Okay, we only got 2 more.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
What?
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
What do you think? I don't think it's the plague. I don't.
The smallest lark could carry it, while a strong man might not. Of what do I speak?
I kinda don't know this one. Sure, let's try it.
Yes, I was Andraste's dearest friend in childhood, and always we would sing. She celebrated the beauty of life, and all who heard her would be filled with joy. They say the Maker himself was moved by Andraste's song, and then she sang no more of simple things.
Okay, you gotta get this one right, Serana, or...
An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. The debt of blood must be paid in full. Of what do I speak?
Vengeance! Right? Should be vengeance.
Yes, my husband Hessarian would have chosen a quick death for Andraste. I made him swear that she would die publicly with her war leaders, that all would know the Imperium's strength. I am justice. I am vengeance. Blood can only be repaid in blood.
Woohoo, we did it! I'm gonna save this, because I don't want to have to go through all that again.
Had fun with the riddle game? I didn't think I'd fool you, but am I really a spirit, or is all this in your mind? Are you in the Fade, perhaps? Honestly, I don't know. I am part of the Gauntlet, I am Jowan, I am you. All these statements are true. No, that is not my intent. You have come so far since I saw you last.
The last vestiges of your shackled life in the circle have all but fallen away. You are free of the past, and nothing will hold you back. Be strong, my friend. Do not falter. I have something for you. Use it well. It makes me happy, knowing you will be the mage that I never could.
What the fuck did he give me? I wish he would tell me what he gave me. That would be nice. I'm gonna assume it's this.
As you say.
Right then. Jesus. Now we get to face our shadows.
And that.
It's and you will pay.
Let's grab some glory.
Jeez, the stuns.
Ooh. Damn you!
As you say.
Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. Prepare to have your ankles gnawed on.
Oh my god.
I shall do it.
Die! Ha! Let's grab some glory!
Down you go!
Get off!
Time to taste steel!
It is begun. As you say.
Missed! Come, let us end this!
I am wounded. The pain. It overcomes me. Let us end this!
It is begun.
Now we get our hands dirty. No mercy! Cross me and you shall pay! Get me out of this!
Most excellent! For the fools they!
I gotta use another injury kit.
Sure.
Freaking Alistair, you need to stop dying. Sick of you dying all the time. Oh, Jesus.
I'm terrible at puzzles. Hey, you see those thingies over on the side of that huge chasm? I bet they're used for something. Maybe I should touch them or stand on them?
Oh, look at that. I don't think it's solid enough to stand on, but it's a start.
Okay, so let's do this one. Where does the puppo go?
That's it! That's an actual bridge piece right there. If we can get all the bridge pieces to be solid, we can make it across.
Oh, I'm tired of these games. Let us get one person across and be done with it.
I hate this.
What?
Really, Gerald? You dumb idiot.
Do this, do that. Maker's breath. Andraste only favored the clever, it seems.
Yeah, Mallow, well, you kind of missed the stream, because once I get the ashes and I get to the Arl, I've got to get some stuff done, so, and I don't know if I'll be back streaming tonight, so. That trap, or is that just webs? It's just webs. I would stream Dead by Daylight, but I don't know. Kinda don't want to.
By the Maker.
That is horrible models. Like, holy shit. She got big breasts, though. She got titties.
You have been through the trials of the Gauntlet. You have walked the path of Andraste, and like her, you have been cleansed. You have proven yourself worthy, Pilgrim. Approach the sacred ashes.
Yeah, put my clothes back on.
I didn't think anyone could succeed in finding Andraste's final resting place.
You had to remove your equipment to pass the final test.
I stand in awe. Really?
She sounded so enthusiastic. An unfortunate adventure. Ooh. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put this on. We're gonna save. And I'm gonna try to give that thing that I just got to Morgan and see if that ups our disposition with him.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
That gave us +6. Nice. Can I open that? No. Why would I? Drinking a cherry light made from Sanic. It's magically delicious. Okay, we are not gonna wake this dragon. Nope. I did that once. Biggest mistake of my life. I had to restart my entire game because I had put myself in a situation where I could not get out of here without defeating the dragon, but I couldn't because I was too low of a level, so we ain't gonna do that. Where did Ho-Ho go? Oh, there he is.
Welcome back. You were gone for quite some time. Well, did you find it? What was it like, coming to the urn, I mean? Tests? Interesting. Very interesting. Perhaps my research will not seem so much like blasphemy to the Chantry now. We must organize an expedition. There is so much history here, it must be studied. And pilgrims should be allowed to come to the urn. But the urn belongs to all the faithful. How can you deny this to them? No, we must share it.
So everyone comes by and takes some ashes from the urn. Ooh, I hope that urn is self-replenishing.
Yes, share it. Spread the word and more will come under the Chantry's power. Is this not what you want?
I will spread this good news or die trying.
Was murdering a defenseless old man really necessary?
Yes. Yes, it was. He's had this on the entire time. I didn't even know.
Like something?
Jesus.
You return. Might you have news? You have? Wonderful. Let us go at once to Eamon's side and see if the urn's healing powers live up to their reputation.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Be calm, brother. You have been deathly ill for a very long time. Do you remember nothing?
Tegan? What are you doing here? Where is Isolde?
I am here, my husband.
And Connor? Where is my boy? Where is our son?
He is dead. Connor is dead.
Dead? Then it was not a dream.
Much has happened since you fell ill, brother. Some of it will not be easy for you to hear.
Then tell me. I wish to hear all of it. This is most troubling. There is much to be done, that is true. But I should first be thankful to those who have done so much. Grey Warden, I know you did what you had to. I grieve for my son. But I believe that had you not acted as you did, it might have been far worse. I am in your debt. Will you permit me to offer you a reward for your service? Then allow me to declare you and those traveling with you champions of Redcliffe. You will always be a welcome guest within these halls. And for you, Warden, a shield of the same make as those that have been given to our finest knights.
We should speak of Loghain, brother. There is no telling what he will do once he learns of your recovery.
Loghain instigates a civil war even though the Darkspawn are on our very doorstep. Long I have known him. He is a sensible man, one who never desired power.
I was there when he announced he was taking control of the throne, Eamon. He is mad with ambition, I tell you.
Mad indeed. Mad enough to kill Kaelin, to attempt to kill myself and destroy my lands. Whatever happened to him, Loghain must be stopped. What's more, we can scarce afford to fight this war to its bitter end. We have no time to wage a campaign against him. Someone must surrender if Ferelden is to have any chance at fighting the Darkspawn. I will spread word of Loghain's treachery, both here and against the king. But it will be but a claim made without proof. Those claims will give Loghain's allies pause, but we must combine it with a challenge Loghain cannot ignore. We need someone with a stronger claim to the throne than Loghain's daughter, the Queen.
Are you referring to Alistair, brother? Are you certain?
I would not propose such a thing if we had an alternative, but the unthinkable has occurred. Tegan and I have a claim through marriage, but we would seem opportunists no better than Loghain. Alistair's claim is by blood.
And what about me? Does anyone care what I want?
You have a responsibility, Alistair. Without you, Loghain wins. I would have to support him for the sake of Ferelden. Is that what you want?
But I... No, my lord.
I see only one way to proceed. I will call for a landsmeet, a gathering of all of Ferelden's nobility in the city of Denerim. There, Ferelden can decide who shall rule, one way or another. Then the business of fighting our true foe can begin. What say you to that, my friend? I do not wish to proceed without your blessing. That depends. If we cannot get a consensus in the Landsmeet for Alistair, we cannot afford to oppose Loghain either. Does that mean Loghain could win? A man who killed his own king, who has gone mad with power? Perhaps. We must see that he does not. I'm not sure that would help our cause. We would become the criminals, and our accusations would become excuses. Furthermore, I'm not even certain where Loghain might be. Very well. I will send out the word. But before we proceed, I believe there is the matter of the Mage, my son's tutor. He still lives, I understand.
He does. He is in the dungeon, brother.
Have him brought here, Tegan. I wish to see him.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. I thought I killed him.
Jowan, what you have done is not in question. You tried to assassinate me and set into motion a series of events that nearly destroyed everything I cherish. What have you to say in your own defense?
Nothing, my lord. Other than to say I am sorry. I expect no mercy for what I've done.
I see. Grey Warden, have you anything to say on Jowan's behalf?
Okay, I'm confused. Didn't I kill him? You saw me kill him, right? I have proof on video that I killed him. Okay, now I'm confused. Hold on. I now have to go back and look at this real quick, because this is going to drive me crazy. Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Okay, so there's that. That's the Mage Tower. Yeah! Okay, so I'm looking at yesterday's VOD, and toward the end of the stream, like literally within 20 minutes, I killed him. I'm watching it right now. Did I die? Hold on, did I die and not save it? No, because I went to Dinnerum. Okay, so there's a battle. Did I die during this battle? I don't think I did. Yeah, no, I didn't die. What the crap? Because I did. I didn't die, and I saved it. I always save it before I end the stream. This game bought back this bitch. Wow. That...
Then there is nothing more to say.
I'm gonna kill him again.
Jowan, I hereby sentence you to death. May the Maker show you the mercy we cannot.
I can't
Thank you,
believe
my
you
lord.
did that.
And goodbye, my friend.
Now, back to the matter of the Landsmeet. It will take some time to recall my forces and organize our allies. I would prefer to wait until that is done before calling the Landsmeet. In the meantime, I suggest you pursue the remainder of the Grey Warden treaties. We will need all the allies we can get if we are to defeat
the Darkspawn horde.
I cannot believe that the game brought back that bitch. Wow. I feel betrayed. Alright, I'm gonna do combat training so that I can take more damage before... Ooh, I can get Blizzard! Should I get that? Yeah. Oh, I get 2 points. No, I don't think he is. I think he's just a dick. So let's do Blizzard. And then let's do... Not going to use Rock Armor, but I do want some of the spells from Rock Armor. Oh, I need to set that spell. Hold on. It's not here, it's here. Okay. Alright, woo! We saved the Jarl! Yay! Okay, so we have to talk to him once we get the other treaties. Okay, so before I get off...
What's your stance?
Shut up. Do we want to help the Dalish next, or do we want to help the dwarves? So do we want to go to Orzammar, or do we want to take and go help the Dalish? We're either going to help my people next, or we're going to help the dwarves. Okay, so Serana says Dalish. What does everyone else say? Oh my god, no, Mallow. You're not going to get out of it like this. You're going to make a damn choice. Freaking sit there. I support whatever you want. That's just an easy way to cop out. Do it. Who knows? I might go against their wishes and go with what you want. You don't know. So freaking vote. Mallow, we will win. There's 4 against 1 right now. We will win. Freaking vote. You might be stubborn, but we have axes. Yeah, heathen. You can, but we all know your number, so... Just saying. I mean, we all know your messenger. We all know your number. I can get a hold of your mother. We can make your life a living hell, so... oh my god. That's not it, you... oh, you freaking little midget hobbit. I'll take it, though, because that's about the best we're going to get out of this little hobbit playing something. Don't worry, Serana. Next time she ever comes over to visit you and everything, just poison her tea. Make her have uncontrollable shits for days. We're not gonna kill you. We're just gonna make everything horrible. Yes, something that will give you the shits for days. Ha. See, Mallow, it's funny, because now you have all these other people that are also your friends that are siding with me about your stubbornness. I am slowly winning. No, not the laxatives. Bitch, fight me.
Hold, outsider. You may be of my kind, but you are not Dalish. Why are you here?
Really, Mallow, says the one who freaking, like, as soon as enters therapy, balls.
Flat ears like yourself act little different from your Shemlin masters. I ask again, why are you here?
Bet I'll beat you in the face, you gonna treat me like that.
And what business is that?
None of yours.
Seeing as you are obviously no simple trespasser, I will leave it to the Keeper to decide the importance of your business. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
Yeah, bitchy.
I see we have guests.
Down, Puppo.
And a hound amongst them. As if we haven't had enough problems with such creatures. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
I understand, but this one claims to have important business with our people.
I see. Tell me, stranger, what business could you possibly have with us? We have our own issues we must deal with, as you can see. You might have simply said so to begin with. Masirinus, Mithra. You may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zafrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are? If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry. The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself, and that would be no trivial task to retrieve. I would not ask such a thing of anyone. You asked, did you not? Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan. We would assist with the Blight, of course, and you would have our gratitude. I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where
Okay, so it gave him one freaking attribute point. Wow, okay. Well, he needs it anyway, so.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you. Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
Damn! I thought I could persuade her. Oh well.
What do you need?
Oh, stop talking to me. I'm gonna get these quests, these random quests over here.
Andera Natishan, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
Yes, they've all been very mean.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me. We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper. I suppose there's no harm in telling a fellow elf, but surely you have greater concerns than any problem of mine, no? Well, perhaps you could help me with it. I would certainly appreciate anything you could do. My wife Denilah and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Denilah is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Denilah is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace. I have an amulet made by our craftsman. It's not much, but I would be happy to give it to you in return for any news.
Right. And, oh, apparently he does have a quest for us. Hold on.
What do you wish? I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come. I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from Mage. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you. I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate, provided there's enough wood, that is. That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. Gareth Shiro.
Alright, I got that one. I just gotta get this one.
Hello? That is, I'm sorry. I'm not used to dealing with outsiders. Though we do get people like you from time to time. Elves from the city, I mean. I am Kamen, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter. I shouldn't be talking about this to an outsider. You wouldn't understand. I suppose there's no harm in it. It's not like you can help me. I've been an apprentice for too long. To become a true hunter, I must bring back the pelt of a beast I killed myself. A boar or a wolf or something. I wanted to hunt in the forest, but we're forbidden to enter because of the attack. But the real problem is Gaina. She's my heart's desire. I have asked for her hand, but she cruelly refuses it. She will not bond with an apprentice, she says, and calls me a child. I am no child. If I was a hunter, I could prove it, but I cannot hunt, and Gaina will never bond with me. I feel so helpless. I shouldn't have brought it up. Just leave me to my misery. You think I haven't thought about this? There's nothing I can do. No, I couldn't do that. I must kill the beast myself. It is my rite of passage to become a full hunter. You are right. I do want to marry Gaina before she marries someone else. So you would get a pelt for me? Why would you do that? Then I am very grateful. I will pray to Andrul, the goddess of the hunt, for your success.
Woohoo! We get all the quests! Okay, so I think this is where I'm gonna stop. But I thank you for watching the stream. Looking at you, Mel. But I thank you for watching the stream. We finally helped the Arl and the mages, so we're 2 down, 2 to go. So, thank you all for watching. This, of course, will be up on YouTube soon. But, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!